No. Okay, cool.
You know
Well, let's get it.
Hey,
what's up, everybody?
everybody?
Welcome
How's
to
it going?
Characters. Welcome. I'm Justin Tyler.
I'm Eric Feurer, and you are at the best show on this or any side of the rectangles. We're coming at you live from New York, right?
No, this is, I hate to tell you, you rode out on an airplane over the land, over the Rocky Mountains.
That's what happened when I was watching Moana 2 with no
That's right.
sound on.
I had you hog-tied in the stowage section because that's all we wanted to pay for. We are in full rectangle mode.
Wow.
It's very weird. Same place, same time, no delay, all nonsense.
Folks, we are in beautiful Los Angeles, California. Wow, look at us. We just got here. Piss Town, USA. I landed the plane and I got a text message from the Woody Fu. You might have heard of him. And he said, "Welcome to LA. Don't breathe the air. Don't drink the water."
Oh, man. Oh, and you've taken that. You were scared of the water.
I did. I legitimately got frightened.
Folks, we are here. We're here to do shows at the UCB Theater tomorrow night and the next night, Thursday and Friday. Please come out. They're going to be very fun shows with lots of our LA friends we never get to see anymore.
Yeah, it should be a great time. If you're in the city and you're in the West Coast, this is your chance to meet us in person. We're going to be hanging out before, during, and after the show. If you're not in the city, but you still want to support us, there will be live stream tickets available for that too. It should be a good one.
Hit those up. They're going to be weird shows. I can tell already because Eric and I are going to be in constant contact for the next, 72 hours. That's problematic. Here's the room. Bad. Here's the room we're staying in.
Check it out. There's my bed. There's Justin's
boom,
bed.
Bed to bed.
Wow.
Who's staying where? Not a good idea.
Who saved who at the end of the day? We got a comment here from Mood and Jam. I loved that fish video. Obviously, we're referring to Justin's character that was the last bite of shared dessert after a delicious fish meal.
Dinner. That's exactly right. Mm-hmm. That's the thing with when you have a noun-based compliment, it can go anywhere.
Yeah, it could be anybody. Could be anybody. Anywhere. But welcome, Moon Jam. Welcome, Red. Welcome, Lululemon. Lulu, how you doing? Lulu, you were in a fire? Is that what happened?
Great. Wow. I don't know how to.
Did you not know about that?
Did not know about that.
Oh, you didn't know about that? I'm pretty sure that's true.
Is that another classic Lulu prank or a real life?
No, I believe this is a real thing. Lulu was involved in a house fire recently.
Wow.
And we'll talk about that in a second. Eric's puppets will start talking in your sleep. It's true. I packed a carry-on just with like fun little trinkets and plushies.
Stevie, are you guys holding hands under the camera? Yes, we are. Right
Hand
here.
Check.
Just for confidence. We're in Los Angeles. This is Tinseltown.
It's us. What's up, GTS Shadow Wolf? Hello, Schweikler. Justin hasn't been reading the Discord. I'm sorry to call you out. I've been traveling.
That's okay. I've been in the air for a lot of time.
This is the really good thing about us being in the rectangle together is that the separate rectangles allowed us to stop speaking for one single second.
Neither of us. I will say it is one monologue. Weirdly, it's connecting in a way.
Somehow we are still able to kind of launch like Cupid's arrow straight through your heart.
Oh, that's really lovely.
Do you like that?
Nice. I like when you elevate it. Lulu, an apartment building electrical fire. Someone's dog stepped in a puddle yesterday and got shocked from stray voltage. That is terrifying, Lulu.
That's horrible, but also a really cool origin story for some type of dog superhero.
A dog monster of some sort. Yeah, Dog Man. For the fans out there,
we should make a movie about that.
Great idea. Let's animate it. It's weird to ask what you've been up to, Eric, because I know.
Yes, I know everything that's been happening in my life. So why don't we take you guys on a quick little thing? Justin, you got in at about 9 a.m.
Yeah, I took the 6 a.m. flight, the hard first flight out of JFK this morning.
Get me out of there.
Really,
get me to God's country.
Heed hard. Yes, and that is not where I am. I hit hard Black Mirror season 7 on the flight. Daredevil finale. If anyone's watching that show, it is so violent. I'm watching it in a crowd of regular human beings. I was definitely the monster at the end of the aisle. Landed. I hung around the airport, the LAX airport. Not once you leave security, good luck finding a beverage or scrap of food.
Not as much fun as when you get off of the flight. You're like, wow, bar, coffee shop, everything. Then nothing after that. But Justin very patiently, like a really good boy, waited for about 3.5 hours for my flight to land. Me and my partner, Callie, who immediately, as soon as we got into this Airbnb, said, I need to leave for a couple minutes.
Get the fuck out of here. It is great. It bodes well for our hang. Because also, let me remind you what the room looks like. Callie also sleeping.
Yeah, Callie will also be somewhere in the middle of that. And I see the comments already really interested in Justin's trip. I'm seeing what kind of dog? What is the status of the dog? Is the dog okay? So that's good that we're paying attention.
Yes. Well, and Lulu, it's a Shih Tzu and it's fine. Great news.
Great.
And Shih Tzu, tiny dog to absorb a lot of voltage like that. So
I think the hair does something.
You think the hair of a broadcaster
diffuses in some way.
Definitely. We know science. We'll answer all of your science questions at any point.
You guys know how you're supposed to pronounce that, right?
What's that?
It's a Shih Tzu.
Guess, and this is a Jorge. We're doing a new segment called Corrections, where Jorge pops out and corrects us.
Jorge, the official dramaturg of characters.
It's because you haven't stopped to take a breath in 5.5 minutes.
We're having
fun. This is our time, Jorge.
We're enjoying ourselves.
So I guess the rectangle is a safe barrier for us.
Yeah,
take a breath.
This is good.
There is sort of a hard line here.
I am kind of on this side of it a little bit, and if we kind of treat it like that, maybe we can slow down a little bit. But this is the kind of content you can expect on Thursday and Friday if you come and see us.
Yes, it will be a fun show. Characters Welcome has been around for many, many years, and a lot of people have moved west. So you're going to see some folks who don't get to do the show very often come through. So it's worth a little live stream ticket.
Yeah, definitely. Especially that show tomorrow where it's like if you enjoy a guy named Tyler Clare or any of his pieces, like the Native American shaman, you will probably be really happy. If you, who else is on that show tomorrow?
You got your Hallie Haas.
Hallie Haas, if you like Hallie Haas stuff. I wonder what she's going to do tomorrow.
I don't know. She has some crazy pieces she's from back in the day. Her first piece, she came in an audition for the show, and she did she's not an all British. She did a Spice Girl sounding keyed up British break dancer. And I was like, who is this maniac woman?
Happening?
Instant cast. She was on the first team with you.
I was on just after.
You were the second.
Yeah, I was the second team. So very cool spot to be on because I got to look at all the old videos and be like, those guys are good, but I'm way better.
Nice.
And then
it's called a confidence builder. That's right.
Crush it.
Second team all league. We obviously are here to see some characters. We're going to do some characters. So how we will arrange ourselves when we're
anyone's guess.
That's TBD.
Anyone's fun guess.
If you have any questions, thoughts, LA tips for us. I've been out here a fair amount of times. Eric's been out here a couple times, but not for like extended stays.
No, I've only been out here 2 times, and both times it was just for either 1 day or 3 days. That's it. So I am just really
we're babes in the woods.
I'm immersing myself in the culture.
Yeah.
And LA, really strong culture.
Really strong culture so
really
far.
Nice vibes. I've seen 3 places that are owned by Danny Trejo.
Yeah.
Which is great. So
yeah,
the culture's strong.
One of my favorite stars is Machete. Lulu.
All right, Lulu, fine. We'll say it. No one cares about your poor fucking cunt. I'm sorry, Lulu.
Sorry, Lou. But you will heal. You will heal.
You will be bigger, stronger, and meaner than ever.
The rectangles are comedy prophylactics. It's true. And we have broken down those barriers. We're raw dogging it.
I'm all horned up on the guffaws right now, guys. I don't even know what to do.
Great. Don't say that. Got it. Don't say horned up. Yes.
Okay, that's fine. Should we welcome out our first guest?
I think we should.
All right, let's do it.
Let's please do just that right now. Very excited for this. This could be, we're all in the great human condition. We're all brothers and sisters.
We are
with
all,
each other.
We're all
family.
Someone's something.
Yeah. Oh, that's really nice. That's really nice.
That?
So please welcome out someone that we will no doubt call this from now on going forward. Brother Dave.
All right, Christ Community Church, give it up one more time for our children's choir. Didn't quite reach that low note, Josh, but wait till your balls drop, little man. You'll get it. All right. For those of you who don't know, I'm Brother Dave. No id, all ego. I'm here to present our quarterly financial report. And, well, you may have heard that after some bad investments, the church is $1 million in debt. I take full responsibility for putting all of your hard-earned tithes into the Hawktua crypto coin. Haley Welch tricked me like a Bathsheba on the roof, threatening to spit on the king's thing. Spirit is strong, but the flesh is not good at critical thinking. But I have an exciting pitch for the congregation today that will bring our cash flow back. You already know, this Sunday is Easter, but it's also 420. We have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to bring a whole new population of sinners to both Jesus and our offering plate. Now, this Easter Sunday is not going to look how you remember it in years past. Instead of our annual bake sale, we'll be having a get-baked sale. Yes. Don't worry, Mrs. Fitzpatrick. You'll still be able to make your famous brownie recipe. We'll just add a special ingredient to bump up that price. And instead of crafts and an Easter egg hunt, the children's Sunday school will be rolling and selling limited edition Easter egg blunts.
Yes.
Now, some of our Easter traditions will remain the same. For example, we will still offer a communion of bread and wine so we can all get crossed for Christ. Some of you may be saying to yourselves, Brother Dave, this is not what Scripture means by high holidays. Aren't we just opening ourselves up to the influence of the devil's lettuce? No, this is God's lettuce now.
Yeah.
When Jesus takes me home, flying high through them clouds. No,
wow. Mercedes, we're going to get to you in just a second. Jorge, did you add post-credits music for that, or is that your music, Mercedes?
I asked him to play that.
Oh, yes, I like that a lot.
The confident play out. Love to see it.
That's great. Mercedes, let me ask you: Are you an enjoyer of the devil's lettuce?
I am not. I had to borrow this shirt from my stoner friend.
Wow.
And then I had to add a special cross made out of marijuana leaves.
Did you make that?
I printed this and I fixed it.
Yes, you made it. Yes,
that's called making it. That's close enough to making it.
That's amazing. That's really, really cool.
So what brought you to this piece then? If you're not,
I think what brought me to this piece is that I don't think Easter and 420 are typically not on the same day. Easter changes days every year. Yeah. And so I noticed that when I was with my friends and they were kind of expressing interest in toking up and then going to church for the first time in decades. And so that's what inspired
I see a real Minecraft chicken jockey situation happening from that.
Okay, I haven't seen the Minecraft movie, so I've seen this chicken jockey.
This actually, Jorge, can we delete the last 8 seconds?
I don't think that would not for my mind. Yeah. What were you saying, Mercedes?
I don't know what the chicken jockey is. I've seen it a couple of times, but I'm not in the loop on Minecraft stuff either. So,
yes, a friend of mine saw the movie, and the entire crowd of teenagers when Chicken Jockey came on lost their mind. And my friend was like, "I don't know what this is." It's the first time in their life that they were like, "What is happening?"
They're like,
"I'm lost." Yeah, am I from a different place? Stevie shouting out the Chicken Jockey mention. Definitely. I will say that 420 and Easter on the same day is a big conflict if you're an equal celebrator in both of those things.
I think it's a huge day for cousins that go smoke a joint on Thanksgiving right before the turkey's done. Kind of take a walk around the block and then come back. I feel like this is their big day.
Yeah, they've been training.
They get to go get high and go. What do you think that experience would be like, getting high and going to church? I've never done that before. Did you ever do that?
No. I stopped going to church as a young person before I ever approached weed in any capacity. But I guess Mercedes, you have not done that.
No, I haven't. But there's lots of different ways that could go. A lot of churches do a sunrise service. So you would be toking up very first thing in the morning. I'm not sure how that would affect your body.
I believe the colloquial term for that is awake and bake.
Oh, okay. So it's built in. Okay.
Yeah, it's already there.
Yeah.
I just can't imagine being really high and walking in and seeing some dude nailed to the wall. I'd be no.
The stained glass windows would probably look really cool, though.
That's true.
Yes.
So maybe there's you're right. You convinced me, Mercedes. Thank you so much. I'm going to get high for the first time in 10 years. And also
and
go to church for the first time in 10 years.
Should be definitely really fun. Fresh from this Sin City here to go back east and really get back into church.
Get me back to God's country.
Well, you guys are in the right place for like purchasing right now, right?
Well, and it is funny that you say that because my partner she went to a dispensary 25 minutes ago and she tried to get help from somebody down there and she was like, and this is for people that do smoke weed, but she was like looking for like a gram of some sort of like joint to smoke. And she was asking for advice from this guy. And this very normal guy was like, let me tell you that a gram of weed is a lot of weed. It's a good amount to smoke a gram in one sitting is a lot. That's excessive. Mm-hmm. And this guy was like, well, I just kind of like stopped smoking for a little while and then got back into it because I guess like when I decided I needed to stop, I was smoking 25 grams of weed a day, which is like an ounce of weed a day or something.
It's a lot to put in the old body. And I will to hit Red's comment here. This sounds like 3 narcs host a video stream. Fair.
Folks, hit us up in the chat with your full address if you have weed in your house and where it is right now. Because we just want to party.
We're cool.
We want to hang out and enjoy it with you. Mercedes, where are you coming at us from?
Well, I'm also not in New York right now, where I typically am. I'm in the DC area doing a play.
Wow. What's the play?
It's called Indian Princesses.
Cool. That's awesome. Is it a drama?
I would say it's a funny play. But it deals with like some serious topics, but I think it's being billed as a comedy.
That's awesome. How long are you down there for?
Just till the end of the week.
That's awesome. Oh. Congratulations. That's cool. And is like doing plays like your regular medium of like theater, or do you do more comedy stuff and you're doing a play? I
do a mix of theater and comedy. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's great.
Great mix to follow.
Where can we see more of your stuff if we want to see more of what you have?
Well, the play is this week at Roundhouse Theater in Bethesda.
We got comments for anyone who's in the DC area.
Yeah, and then I'll be back in New York next week for the Live Composition Festival in Bushwick.
That's awesome. Woo. Congrats. That's huge.
Keeping it busy. Jorge dropping it like a pro. Awesome. Well, Mercedes, please come back again when you have another piece. Enjoy that 420 lifestyle.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thanks. We'll see you around.
Bye.
Bye. Wow. Fun. Do you miss doing plays, Justin? When's the last time you did a play?
Well, Besides do.
Charlie
Brown, a yearly thing. And I understudied an opera a couple years ago. We've talked about that. But I do like the rehearsal process where you actually work on something. It's
pretty fun.
It's nice.
It's pretty nice.
And like I do so much comedy. We do so much comedy that it's all about the laugh. It's all about nailing your beats. And there's such a writing and performing component. Doing a play, it really is just like, let's figure out the best way to present this thing. Because I get so caught up in the writing all the time in my pieces. I'm always like, oh, there's a better joke here. I'm like, when I rarely just can let go and give over to it and just treat it as a text. And with a play, you get to do that.
You're starting by being like, this is finished, and now you bring what you can do it. Yeah, I miss plays a little bit. I used to do them so much in college, and it was such a good time.
What's a role? What's like a role from college?
We did a David Ives anthology thing, and that's the one that I was in.
Sure Thing.
I was the guy in Sure Thing, and it was very fun.
I mean, that's like
what a dream.
That's like written. That's like scripted improv.
Yes, it was
scripted short form.
And like the director really encouraged. He was like, "I want you to make this different every guy."
Oh, really? Oh, that's
okay. Great. Let's figure this out. It was really, really fun. And we did some like not fun ones too. I will say the plays can also be like slogs.
Yeah.
I got cast in one called JB. If anyone knows what that one is, that is the Book of Job from the Bible, like a dramatic retelling of that. And the Book of Job is the devil.
A bummer, famously a bummer.
Famously a bummer. God and the devil have a contest to see if they can push a guy to the brink. And it's and it was played exactly like the text. Very sad.
That's fun. I played like a murdered like servant in Orestes. And so I got to do a bunch of stage combat. I would run in full bore and trip and fall flat on my face.
That's fun.
Every night. It was fun. And then I got killed by a sword that was like, I got lifted up off the ground. So I love all that
awesome.
like physical stuff. I've done a lot of Shakespeare shouts. Sorry on it. My favorite show I did, the first like show that really got me into acting in general, was a Len Jenkin play called Pilgrims of the Night. And it was just like to do theater that felt different and important. Like that was cool.
It does feel really cool.
Yeah,
it is nice. All right, I see this highlighted comment. Eric, I love your characters. You're done. Not to mention your costumes. I mean, holy shit. That's the shot followed by the chaser. If you're looking for good pizza, check out Echo Park. Thank you so much for both of those comments. Axon Media LA. Oh, you're in LA. Awesome.
Yes.
I don't know if you've been here this whole time, but we have some shows. We have one tomorrow and have one Friday. You should come out and check us out, and I'll meet you in person. It could be really, really fun.
Zcor Zeppelin, I'm so bummed I've been so busy not to finish Laser Fist.
And let me just say, Zcor, once every 3 or 4 days when I get a notification with a Laser Fist update, it just really makes my day.
Yeah.
It's very fun. We're going to see that. We're going to get this thing to the finish line, dude.
We got to get there.
Wait.
It's got inching ever closer to the full Laser Fist. Well, I mean, we have to have like a Laser Fist almost festival. Yeah. That's something I would like to be high for.
I think that could be really fun. I mean, we're throwing around names. The Pissoning is like kind of
really
top
right
lead,
now.
Yeah.
In the race. It's like, Eric and I don't like to compete with each other. But
we don't like to race.
We don't like to race. No.
I wouldn't say that.
No.
You may see an update in the Discord of me absolutely putting Justin on notice in about 10 days.
Let's go jog right now.
No, I'm gonna race next Sunday, the 27th, a half marathon. I'm gonna put my time in the Discord, and that makes me the champion until
I beat your time.
until you place a better time in there.
No problem.
Oh my
I'll do it the next day. I'll do it at any hour. I'll do it after 4 beers at the bar at 2 a.m.
Holy shit. Folks, if you want to help us get 2 beers at the bar at 4 a.m., you can always donate to our Venmo account. At Characters Welcome, you got to go on over to the business side of that bad boy. And no matter what you send us, if you send a little note with it, we will read it aloud right here on this very stream. Right, Justin?
We will. And to prove that, we will revisit a segment we do a lot these days. Let's jump into a little segment we called Stoner Thoughts.
Oh shit, guys! This Sunday, what?
Oh God, is that you?
Yeah,
it's me, Job.
Wow, still knows the lines. Charlie, take a Stoner Thoughts. I spent 4 hours plus making a PowerPoint for a high school 50th anniversary, and on the first slide, I spelled anniversary wrong.
Wow,
oof, that is a sort of stoner regret. It feels like.
Wow, that reminds me. This is a true story of. When I was in college, I was in a play and I overslept a rehearsal, and that was like a big fucking deal. It was like not okay that I wasn't at rehearsal. And the guy's name was like Professor, his name started with an O, an OP something. I can't remember what it was.
Oppenheimer.
I can't remember exactly what his name was. It was probably something like Oppenheimer. But I was like, Professor, whatever. I want to apologize. Blah, 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 blah. This sucks. Blah, blah, blah. It'll never happen again. Whatever. Signed it, sent it. Autocorrect changed his name to Opportunity. So it was Professor Opportunity. I am so sorry.
You're like, this kid has
He's
problems.
like, what is happening?
Is he roasting me?
Professor Opportunity.
Okay, Professor Opportunity.
Yeah.
That's a great nickname for anyone here. Any of our big time producers are going to be.
For anybody that just wants to give us a Netflix special or 10 episodes on any goddamn platform.
Yes, definitely. Something that people are getting all the time right now.
It's true.
Netflix specials. Remember they did a characters Netflix series.
And it's very good. You should all check it out. Netflix, The Characters. Natasha Rothwell has an episode that's really good. You might have heard of this guy before. Tim Robinson has one. And it's full of former Characters Welcome performers in there. Lane
Guideras?
Lane Guideras, Matt Gehring, John Bander. They're all in Tim Robinson's episode.
Yeah.
It's
check
very
it out.
cool.
They knew where to cast.
Speaking of knowing where to cast, what do you say we welcome out our next guest?
Let's do it. Very excited to welcome out this next person. And where I'm going to sit or stand is going to be fun.
Anyone's guess.
There's a lot of workshopping of other professor opportunities in the chat. which is very fun. Pissfessor Open Zipper, says Lulu.
Oh, that's good.
That's good. Very excited for this next guest as the actor prepares in the green room.
Oh, no! All right, let's do it.
Please welcome out to the rectangles, the Bachelorax.
I am the Bachelorax. I speak for the hoes, for these 32 hoes who compete for a rose. I came on this show for I'm in a dry slump. It's quite hard to find love when your house is a stump. Now I speak for the Ashleys and Kayleys with grace. And for you, if your name ends in E-I-G-H, here, it's actually a really nice stump. I once spoke for the trees being chip chopped and sheared. Then I went on this show and I found out that's weird. Speak for the trees, they'd say. Your job is sticks because you smell like old mud and you're covered in ticks. I must speak for the truffle trees. I can't quit. They'd say, bitch, you're like 40. Stop making up shit. And before I could speak or before I could yell, they'd say, please leave this Chili's. You're naked as hell. You know, where I come from, it's actually really pervy to not be naked. So
let's see how that applies.
So yeah, dating is tough, and I've covered my bases, and I don't want to date other Lorax. I'm racist. I was seeing the Giving Tree, upright and moral. Its name should be Tree Don't Reciprocate Oral.
Slam.
And all the who's down in Whoville are petty-ass Grinches. Like it's somehow my fault I'm 3 feet 7 inches. You know, the cat is 6'2" in his hat. There, I said it. It's all we discuss on our Beta Seuss Reddit. You know, nice Lorax always finish last, man. It sucks. Speak for the trees. More like speak for the cucks. Wearing this dumbass bow tie to pursue ya. I look like a Cheeto with a friggin' fupa. Yeah. This is an article about how you have to be nicer to incels. It was written by the New York Times. It doesn't rhyme, but it's very important.
Eric Feurer.
All right. I know that was a little intense. Should we head to the fantasy suite? Or no, that makes sense. So with this last rose I have on this date, I'll take back to the forest and go masturbate.
Yeah, Eric Feurer, everybody.
Wow, what a joy. Really great to see you there, Justin. Just really having a good time.
Helping out.
Lulu, your sister's name is literally Carly. I don't believe you.
Yeah. That feels like a classic Kareem Pie Me style prank. Red just looks like a grease street in. I look like it was sewn in duet style on TikTok. It's like, I'm just like, huh? Here
I am.
Why?
This shit makes me never want to take this off.
I
look awesome. I look good and I feel good.
I mean, I feel like given the right life choices, you could end up having that.
Toss it on, man. Feel how strong it is.
Yeah. Oh yeah. My eyebrows are almost.
Really, yeah, your eyebrows are kind of. You already have a little bit of that going on.
I like the fire. It really makes your eyes pop.
It's nice, right? What up, everybody?
We're your two uncles you haven't met before.
Hey, come on, let's talk. Let's have a chat.
I want to take you fishing.
Come on.
You can never be in the same room.
Do you not like this?
What do you like about this?
This is great.
This is great content.
Oh,
This
boy.
okay.
I look like Wilford Brimley's final form. You know what? And you know what? I have a line in here that I cut. That's about Wilford Brimley.
I mean, it's a keeper. I like it.
Bring it back?
I think you should. It's good.
I can't remember what the rhyme is, but I say I look like Wilford Brimley's liver failed.
That's a winner.
Should I keep it? All right, I'll put it back in.
Wow, Zico dropping either a great compliment or a rewrite.
My balls may be blue, but I'm still going to come thinking of you. Save that for stoner thoughts.
Yeah,
Zico.
that's laser piss.
That's
fodder.
a laser piss blackout if I've ever seen one before.
And Jorge, what are you complaining about this hair because it's stepping in your pillbox, your hat hair?
Yeah, what's going on?
Don't you dare. I'm glad you brought that up. I've been to a sunrise service at SeaWorld Orlando.
A sunrise service?
Like a priest comes and is like let's worship.
Shamu behind, it was at the Shamu Stadium, where it's like massive stadium seating and like massive cross, and also a whale.
And also a very unhappy whale.
A very sad whale.
How does that just happens at SeaWorld all the time?
Yeah, SeaWorld is really like secretly religious, or at least just like really cool with. Well, I mean, it's
they imprison animals.
I'm being told secretly they imprison animals
right next to you and just like correct you all.
Correction.
I'm getting word SeaWorld is really down to fucks with God.
I had no idea.
Interesting. And famously, they take really good care of their sea creatures, just like Jesus wanted.
Yeah.
There were no sea creatures on Noah's Ark. Why would there be?
Dude. How did those fish get around that shit?
Yes, I'm doing the X-Files.
Yeah.
Mulder, Scully, solve the Ark.
Callie didn't know it at the X-Files the other day. Callie was like, I watched the video and it did this. What is that TikTok sound? I'm like, that's the fucking X-Files, bro.
How you were that close to breaking. Yeah,
that was it. This sucks. I'm old. Jesus loves all the little children, not Jesus loves all the whales. That's right, Jacob. Come on.
Yeah,
come on, folks. The program.
That's right. That's why there should be a children's world that we go and watch kids do tricks.
Oh boy, would I love to see somebody hold a big fucking iPad with Moana playing on it for a kid to jump up and try to grab.
Nice.
Oh, that would be
nice. And their prize is still raw fish.
Yeah.
Like a full smell.
A full ass raw fish.
Man.
I will say, and I just speaking of Moana, and to go back to our LA trip.
Dude, all he talks about is Moana. He watched Moana 2, no sound on the plane.
I watched Moana.
You're the happiest kid.
Captions on. I told that to Michael Hartney, and he said, "So you read Moana?"
And I couldn't tell if he was trying to just be nice or
no.
But when it came out is like the most cutting remark.
I think it upset him that I was reading Moana. I have a history of that. I like to watch WALL-E on planes with no sound on. It's pretty nice.
That is, I used this term a while ago with you. It's like pleasure deferment. You're just like, I could enjoy this, but I'm gonna defer the pleasure.
Well, Callie said that I could ask them for headphones, and I was like, is that true? Is that true? You can just ask them for headphones?
Yes,
that is true.
Headphones.
I thought you had to pay for them.
No. Not. Most
Why are you edging yourself on the plane?
Exactly. He's sound edging.
I had no idea.
Sounding is very different.
Sounding is different, but sound edging. He was sounding and sound edging. That's like double.
It's true. And I had the middle seat, so no one was having a good time.
So everyone was sound edging. I mean, Lulu has it right. The Moana 2 soundtrack has nothing on the first, definitely. Like the music does not hit.
Well, and that's what I heard. So I was like, I kind of enjoyed the words. Seemed like they had a little village and they were trying for something more.
Seems like? Listen to what the movie is. But it's like, I love music. I don't listen to it. I just watch the waveforms on the screen. It's really cool. It really changes.
From what I understand, there's a second fatter pig that's like kind of upset.
From what I understand, you're not translating a Rosetta Stone. You're watching a fucking movie on a plane. It's the only good thing to do on plane trips is watch a movie. They're like, please watch this. Can I get you headphones? Would you like a little glass of water for your movie?
Please, can I distract you from everything else bad?
Everything else is bad.
Yeah.
Did you at least watch it on your own screen or somebody else's, like 7 rows in front of you?
I was reading somebody in front of me. They were on what's the new? It's not the New York Post. It is the New York Post. It's like red. That's like the header. It was horrible, man. Yeah. All the news on that one.
They were reading.
They were reading the New
York
Post.
You were reading the New York Post over someone's shoulder.
Yeah.
The fuck is wrong with you, dude? You're a maniac. You're so old to be so young. The deedly really undercuts
David the company, the sex addict, and the redhead. That's like the first Severance, really.
We all
Mulder and Scully.
really thinking about it. We all knew that David Duchovny was a sex addict when he did a softcore pornography show called The Red Shoe Diaries.
I have not heard of that.
Yes,
I've not heard of that.
Look up The Red Shoe Diaries. He was like the wraparound character for a legitimate like softcore pornography series on, I want to say, Cinemax.
And just as a thought experiment, would it be fun to watch with no sound on, with captions on?
I mean,
With captions.
I mean, it depends on what if you're there for the stories. Definitely not. Also, I wouldn't watch that on an airplane.
Poor David Duchovny. I really liked him. That was before Zoolander, right?
I don't know. What? No, I don't. Yes, it was before Zoolander.
Yeah.
I think. It was in the 90s. But I think he was doing X-Files at the same time, I want to say.
Oh,
I don't know. Someone maybe knows more about this in the comments. Shout it out.
There was a time where David Duchovny was like the guy, right?
Scheuchler with the facts. The Red Shoe Diaries is on Tubi. It's gone mainstream.
Wow. Scheuchler, the official dramaturg of characters.
The official dramaturg of 90s softcore pornography half-hour narratives.
Love to see it.
Love to see it. Great storytelling. Well, The Simpsons does. One of the seasons of Simpsons ended on the crazy episode of like the 3D animation. First time they did 3D animation. Remember
Yes.
that? And at the end, Homer walks into the real world and he goes like, erotic cakes. And I think that's a direct reference to the Red Shoe Diaries.
Wow.
Oh.
But very strange thing for The Simpsons to go out, because I want to say that was either a season premiere or a season finale where it's like when that
I think it was a finale.
Yeah.
I think my favorite joke, I haven't seen much Simpsons, but my favorite joke from The Simpsons is this screenshot of it's like at a movie theater, and there's a screenshot of the movie being about to be put on the projector, and it says "It's a Wonderful Life" mass murder ending.
Great.
That makes me laugh so hard.
I mean, that's a show that I have not watched much of in years.
Really?
It's just sitting there on Disney Plus.
I know. I really
waiting to just be like, just crammed.
And I saw, I don't want to do this, but I saw on TikTok you can buy a little tiny emulator that has 500 Simpsons episodes in it, that it just plays them randomly on this little screen. And I'm like, that seems awesome.
Yeah, actually, the randomness, that's how far into dystopian capitalism we are, where it's like, I just want something that shows me random stuff I like. Like we're so overwhelmed we can't make choices.
It's true. Speaking of folks, you can go on where we have a 24/7 random stream of characters welcome videos. Should we head over there real quick just for a second, Jorge?
Wow, look at this guy. I know.
Let's just see what's planned. Could be somebody who's on the LA show.
Scheuchler, Treehouse of Horror 6.
Scheuchler, the official dramaturg of The Simpsons Halloween special.
But I will say those Halloween episodes were like,
Josh Tobin.
Doing one of the rare not stage pieces. Men in the Park.
Yeah, Josh Tobin did two seasons of Men in the Park, about 10 episodes. He's so good.
In Europe right now. Watch out, bud.
This is a guy who is helicopter parenting.
I come from a very privileged place, and we were a little torn on what direction we wanted to send him into. It's a different beast.
And look, this is fun to do. We could do these characters out.
We could do these. Folks, shout out in the comments if you'd like to see us do characters out.
Really try.
Could be fun.
Could be fun.
I don't know. Could be fun. But for now, folks, we have some really, really sad news. It's horrible. It sucks. Justin's about to go. We're down to our very final character of the night, folks. Because we have to go explore that LA nightlife.
Yes, it's still daytime here.
The Woody Foo got us a reservation at a Thai place that he said is so spicy that us white butts aren't going to be able to handle it. And that's a direct quote from him.
I can.
So it should be a good time.
It'll still be great in the bathroom with the three of us are sharing for the next.
Yeah, should be.
You only have one singular bathroom?
Yes, of course.
Apologies to Callie in advance.
There's a sink in the bathroom and a sink in the main room, though, so there's 3.
Oh, I shit in the sink. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I fucked up. Shogun says, didn't you spend a December weekend filming a character? We did, in fact, and that will release sometime soon, right?
It's getting like pro job. It's being there's a composer working on the music for the score.
Wow, that's
the piece. So
we're excited to show that to you. But yeah, we're down to our final character of the night. This is really fun. We just wanted to do a fun live stream check in with you guys before our big shows tomorrow and Friday. But for now, let's welcome out our very final character of the night. holy shit, I'm excited for this character. It's almost summer, folks. You feel that on the air. You feel that salty breeze.
Oh, yeah, it's in the air here for sure.
Oh, man, I'm so excited. Please welcome to the Rectangles, the rich kid who owns the beach house.
Schönes Mädchen, komm doch mal rüber. Schönes Mädchen, lass mich nie wieder. Komm schon, schönes Mädchen, komm doch mal her. Schönes Mädchen, lass mich nicht mehr alleine tanzen.
What up? All right. Thank you guys for coming out of the beach house. We're going to have the sickest weekend. It's weird. I'm looking right at your face. I've got some White Claws getting nasty cold in the Yeti. Hugo and Bone Zone brought their keytars for the campfire. And our personal chef, Girl Fieri, is cranking out some authentic poke egg roll taquitos. My favorite. And as always, at my house, there's only one rule. Don't go near the ocean. Don't go near the ocean. It's so big, and there are like a million fish in there. The waves are made of water, but it's so salty, and it hurts to drink the water. Don't go near the ocean. All right, that's just the rule. We have you guys out in cabin number 69. Spoiler, all the cabins are number 69. Yeah, the Wi-Fi password is all the lyrics to Third Eye Blind, Semi-Charmed Life, all in lowercase with exclamation points everywhere. And there are no bathrooms, so just piss whenever and wherever you want. Sorry, ladies. And just remember, don't go near the ocean. Don't go near the ocean. Sand is just a bunch of tiny rocks, and it's so hard to get it off your feet. We thought the waves would get tired and stop at night, but they're so loud, and the seagulls just yell at you until you give them your poke egg roll taquitos, even if it's your favorite, because they like them too. Please don't go near the ocean. Just settle in. We're playing Frisbee golf at 2 p.m., regular golf at 4 p.m., and driving a Volkswagen Golf into a beehive at 6 p.m. So rip and run, stay loose, and don't go near the ocean. Don't go near the ocean. Sunscreen is sticky, and it smells like what the beach already smells like. It's like double beach. Every time I build a sandcastle, the waves just knock it down, no matter how awesome the moat is. Tom Cruise shows up in jeans to play beach volleyball, but he never shows up. He always says he's going to. Seashells are pretty, but they're so hard to find. Why do rich people live near the ocean when all we want to do is stay inside? Don't go near the ocean. If you need me, I'll be laying face down on my couch until this weekend is over.
Justin Tyler, everyone, really finding yourself on those laughter. Really like just discovering some new type of person.
That person's in here all the time.
Welcome to the
we're seeing that person this weekend. We're here now.
Oh, man, I'm wearing this shirt.
This
all
is it,
week
dude.
long.
It's done. We were promised a pool somewhere in this Airbnb. We've yet to find.
There is a pool somewhere.
Precincts.
We really thought it was going to be a house, but it's more like a complex.
Yeah. It's called the name of the Airbnb is the Church of Scientology. So we have to find out. It's like Eat, Pray, Love, but more on the pray side, I guess.
Oh, pray for the pool, please. Fun fact: Justin's secretly still a frat boy. We can just stop. We can just hard stop there. It's true. It's true.
I was never in a frat, but because they can't hang with me. Red, Eric looks like a child, 100%. Did you mean at any point in the video, or you just
right now? Are you just watching this from the beginning? You're just catching up, throwing some comments in there.
He looks like a child, but not my child. You know, it's like I took on a ward.
A wart. Yes, I am like a wart.
No,
I'm kind of like a wart, just growing off the side of your success. Lets me off quickly. I'm like a wart. I'm like
growing.
I'm like a poor street boy that Justin is taking under his wing.
Come with me, urchin, and I'll show you how.
Teach me your ways.
How you can get a free breadsticks at Olive Garden.
Together, we'll trick rich people out of money.
We're never seeing them again. That means
we're done, man. We're LA boys now. It's crazy.
Imagine we just live here.
Imagine. I feel like I've interacted with like 5 people so far, and 3 of them have been mad at me.
That's fair. Given the company we've kept for the last bit of time.
I feel like people are just not happy. Justin, you are in a frat. It's called CBC.
CBC Comic Book Club. That is true.
Eric Yellow, Justin Blue. It's true. We're very like a lot of Adventure Time vibes going. They're very Finn and Jake.
Who is Finn? Who is Jake?
Whoa,
Shout out in the comments. That's tough, actually.
No, I think you're Jake for sure.
Really?
Yeah, I think you're very
more-
pliant.
I'm more
and
like
go with
it.
the flow, and
Right.
I take hard stances that are very wrong.
You definitely have some Finn hair right now.
Thank you
You're
so
bringing
much.
the human
Feels
hair.
good. Makes me feel big. Folks, thank you so much for being here for this live stream. We're so glad. I'm really happy that we got to hang in
We
here
literally
for a second.
walked
That was
in
so great.
seconds before this started,
Yeah.
and we're happy
What
to
a
be
dream.
here.
Thank you, Mercedes, for hanging out with us and showing us a great character and break a leg on your play. That's going to fucking crush. Thank you,
So
Jorge, best tech in the biz. We miss you already, buddy.
Yeah, but we
You
also
would.
still see you right now.
We see you right now. I'm so sorry that Florida is not a part of California, or else
Yeah.
we would see you more
We
often.
would see- similar
Stinks.
shape, opposite
I
vibes.
chose the wrong one, honestly.
Yeah.
And thanks to the breathing coach we had who taught us how to not breathe so we could talk the entire time over each other.
Really, just circular annoyance, I believe it was called.
Eric is Fid, Justin's
Justin's
Ice
Ice King.
King.
All right.
Yeah, it's great.
Schwinkler,
mythology.
the dramaturg of Adventure Time.
What is that?
I don't know.
Paid by the mention.
But yeah, folks, we appreciate you. We'll be here in LA tomorrow for a show, the best of show, some of the best bits from the YouTube channel, once more performed live on stage. And then Friday with a bunch of brand new cool friends. There is Sarah, the first female president of the United States. RIP. That character
Also in LA, correct?
Yes, Sarah
Yes.
is in LA.
We are
right
full
now.
bore, all four of us out here.
All four of us have made it out here. And then so Friday we're doing a Portman show. So we're gonna bring on a bunch of people that have never been on the YouTube page before to like do a bunch of their very best attempts at a 90-second pun.
First
piece.
forays into character work.
So that should be fun. Both shows are very different. Both shows you should come to or live stream. And at both shows we'll be hanging out afterwards, so you can chill with us. It should be a good time.
Please come. We'll see y'all real soon. We'll be back here next week, and we have another show in New York, April 25th. So come see that as
Holy
well.
shit,
Put
we
it in
have
the
another
calendar.
show.
We're everywhere. Good night.
Bye.